Shalom, Shalom. All praises due to Yahweh Bashem, Yahushua Bashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who teach the word in sincerity and truth to the hopeful elect that is scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom. This is our brother WhatsApp from GMS Toronto. Just gonna get into this video. Get a couple of videos. Fair use. I do not have no ownership to these videos. I'm not making a profit from these videos. I'm just using them for edification use, for the for edification purposes, to teach and nothing more. Let's get into this word technocracy, based off of how things are operating in this digital age that we live in, and technocracy or dystopian future that is ahead or present in these times that the scriptures have already spoken of, according to Revelation 13 and 16, 14, and various other scriptures of the times that we'd be living in this technical age. I'll just grab this here. It says technocracy, control of society or the economy by technical experts. 1919, coined by W.H. Smythe as a name for a new system of government by technical experts from Technocracy. William Henry Smythe, a distinguished engineer of Berkeley, California, wrote at the close of the war a series of thoughtful papers for the New York Times Industrial Management on the subject of technocracy. His thesis was the need of a Supreme National Council of Scientists to advise us how best to live, which is absolutely a joke, and how most efficiently to realize our individual aspiration and our national purpose. Nothing but an atheist, but yep. Yes, so here you go for technocracy. Let's see if there's any more verb or... there it is. It says, yes, okay. Techno, word forming element, active from mid 19th century and meaning art, craft, skill. Later, technology, which is the study of tech. From Latinized from of Greek. Crassy, word forming element, forming nouns, meaning rule or government by which means govern the mind by, from French crête, or directly from medieval back formation from technocracy. Wow, okay. Something else. Yeah, so you get this. So Esau is boasting, Esau Edom, which was a ruler right now of the nations that is ruling, pushing his agenda towards his New World Disorder. Says video hardest working U.S. humanoid robot moves 100,000 totes in warehouse milestone, signals a shift in humanoid robotic from novelty to reliable volume industrial performance, which is absolutely bogus. not buying into any of this, but let's see if there's a video here. No, there was, but I have another one to show forth this agenda that is being pushed, that it's shit, this is not even the one. They're just boasting. Oh, here, okay, we'll show this video. Fair use, fair use. Not using this videos for nefarious purposes or making any profit off of these, but for edification purposes. Please be advised. Oh wow, it's a robot. Blah blah blah. Like, he saw in his miracles. I have to grab scriptures for that, but let's grab another video.
Stop! Settle down! So if you can cook me the meal, I'm gonna go on in here and play Fortnite, okay? See ya. What the? Hey! All I do is clean up after you.
Daddy, chill.
Here. Shut it off! Somebody shut it off! No. That's a wait. Just wait here. Stop! Settle down! So if you can cook me the meal, I'm gonna go on in here and play Fortnite, okay? See ya. What the? Hey! All I do is clean up after you.
Daddy, chill.
Hi, how's it going? Come on in. Just need some cleaning done in here. Stop, what are you doing? That's my mirror. What are you doing? Stop. One of your units just ran into my mirror and is causing damage. I'm a little worried. That's not gonna work. Oh my god. My wall is slightly damaged. That's a wait. Just wait here. Stop, settle down! So if you can cook me the meal, I'm gonna go on in here and play Fortnite, okay? See ya. What the? Hey! All I do is clean up after you.
Daddy, chill.
Here. Shut it off! Somebody shut it off! Hi.
Just nonsense. Just absolute nonsense. Okay, here's another article. It says here, CNBC says, Figure AI sued by whistleblowers who warned that robots could fracture a human skull. Former engineer key points. A former engineer for Figure AI filed a lawsuit against the company, claiming he was unlawfully terminated after warning executives about product safety. The suit filed on Friday says plaintiff Robert Grunendel was fired in September, days after lodging his most direct and documented safety complaints. Grunendel is seeking economic, compensatory, and punitive damages, demanding a jury trial. Um, Figure AI and an NVIDIA backed developer of humanoid robots was sued by the startup former head of product safety who alleged that he was wrongfully terminated after warning top executives that the company's robots were powerful enough to fracture a human skull. Yes, this should be a safety warning because you don't want children playing around with this shit, right? And then you got people, if you're in the way of this thing doing some chaotic crap, what happens? You get in the way trying to help it and you get your head friggin' punched in. So, you people playing around, right? Let Esau play with these damn toys and all this goofy nonsense, these shenanigans, creating, being godlike. So let him enjoy his spoils. But continuing, Robert Grunendel, a principal robotic safety engineer, is the plaintiff in the suit filed Friday in federal court in the Northern District of California. Grunendel's attorney describes their client as a whistleblower who was fired in September, days after lodging his most direct and documented safety complaints. The suit lands 2 months after Figure was valued $39 billion in a funding round led by Parkway Venture Capital and a 15-fold increase in valuation from the 2004 early 2004 when the company raised a round from investors including Jeff Bezos, Nvidia, and Microsoft. In the complainant, Grunendel's lawyers say that the plaintiff Figure CEO Brent Adoct and Kylie Eld, Eld, Ed Elberg, which is, you already know, um, chief engineer, but the robot's lethal capability, and said one had already carved a half-inch gash into a steel refrigerator door during a malfunction. A half inch, or that's I mean not half inch. That's a 1/4. So if imagine a person's head, that could have been a couple of inches instead of a 1/4 inch, right? That's not too shy of half an inch. But the point is, it went through. So the complaint who says Grunendel's warned company leader not to downgrade a safety roadmap that he had been asked to present on two prospect investors who ended up funding the company. So it is what it is. Straight to the point from there, but I'm going to continue on from here. You know what? Trying to grab some scriptures. Uh, I'll probably after. Mm. Revelation 13 and 14, it says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by those means of those miracles which he had power to do so in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast that had the wound by the sword and did live, which was the Roman Empire, and they have come back into power, which is through Esau, Edom, right, to establish their empire, right, which is descending as we speak, right, because of the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, is the one who's doing that. No one else can take that, because the spirit of prophecy is revealing this place and it's exposing it, and it's waning. It's about to hit its last peak. It's Pluto, which is the digital ID, and in that whole involvement of the um, being embedded with a chip, transhumanism, merging with man machine, and all of that um, absolute garbage, which is defiling of the flesh and cutting into the flesh as we speak, right? That's what the MOTB is about. And he had power to give unto the image, the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause. Let me see this for a second here. Grab it somewhere else. Just bear with me. And he had power to give to life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, which is it's going to be treason to according to their mandate and all their you know their rulership and making up things as they do so. Oh shoot! So, like to bend the knee, but verse 16, and causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, both free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right, so you have to accept this if you want to continue to not be deemed as a threat and all of this um, rhetoric that they're going to be pushing, because they see fit to do what they have to do according to their policies that they just fabricate. But the days are numbered, man. These days are numbered. So it's a last resort, this resort. But he's breaking. He's just doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's being wicked. So that's all, right? Can you get more from that? Just to be the wicked. Um, with that, I'm gonna say shalom.